some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel got a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the...
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the New York Giants. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. On first down, Trubisky firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You talk about explosion plays, there's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate, big sprint, touchdown, they're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Go, go. Look at me, zipper.
Right, 58, right there.
Not today, you are. Not today.
And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
Here we go, here we go. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
Get it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to...
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
Yep. 58 to Mike.
Hey, watch the line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Right back to him on first down. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
Wide, get wide.
Check 99. Check 99.
80 weapon. Hurry, go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Ready.
Let's go, baby.
Check 45
To throw on third down, Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 39, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All right, T, let's turn. All right, T.
First down, a run with Cohen. There to make the tackle, Samson Abukum.
That's it, baby.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface.
Oh, Cohen lost the football, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. There he goes, left side, and he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They have 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Mike 9, Mike 9.
Hey, ball.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Past the 20. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They give him a gain of 38.
That's the end of the first quarter.
After one, 17-7 the score on EA Sports. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Trubisky to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Let's get it. One twist. Hey, ball.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Forced out to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And his kick here is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be taken short. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab as the Bears push further out in front. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe.
Yeah. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Hey, switch gears. Check. Crunch. Go. Deep grip.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pick.
Now Jones. Being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Throwing Jones. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line.
Dirty base. Jump Thomas. Go.
Here we go. Quick dance. Come. Chance.
Look. Squeeze. Shoot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Go team, spell. Let's go. Ready?
Now a handoff looking right.
Here we go.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Trubisky to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Ready. 10-2 stop.
Let's go.
6-6, pull it high. Now. Say go.
And to give this time to the tailback. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
That's the run. Slam. Check.
General West.
Check. Kill.
Hard.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it down to the 32. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Check.
Now they try the right side here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
Let's go now. Recon, 132 fighter, 60 Pittsburgh.
Check.
Now they'll run it on the taunts. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top-5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
On 2nd and 10, Trubisky. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious. That there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
That's trash. That's
Tricks don't travel.
That's
Hey, wahoo!
Slam.
Leo. Dude.
Looking to throw. Jones. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. Called out a very strong gain of 24.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch out.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Giants! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Trubisky, and he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense.
And it's a fumble, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 14 yards and a Chicago 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And an alley to run. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just take.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Jones now on 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Exit. Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Watch it. Switch.
Hey, lock it. Deep rip.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones, ball going deep here for Taylor. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 59 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the third. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run. This is Cohen. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. This one into the hands of Burton. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They'll run on 1st down. Betts, he is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky, that is caught at the 7.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Trubisky. Steps away to his left. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
On 3rd and goal, Trubisky dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Hey! Hey! High 7! Go on, go on! Kill! Yeah! Ready?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge third down conversion. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Kill!
Go!
I need one over here.
5!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
53's the mic.
Hey, Haywood!
I'm trying to collect.
53's the mic. 53's the mic.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Two huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on second down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die fourth down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
He'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
53, Mike, 53.
On first down, it's Cohen. The 20. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a one-score game. Here's Trubisky. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
A gain there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on off.